comfy club. Hail, traveler. How fare thee on this fine day? Okay, so today we're gonna chat about what we read this month. I have prepared a fun presentation for us. And you're sad you don't remember what you read in March. It's like a blur. I feel like March has felt really short and also long. Because I'm like looking back, I'm like, wow, March has like gone by so fast. It's already April. But then I'm like, whoa, I read The Spear Cuts Through Water this month. That doesn't seem right. You read 4 books in March, which you're proud of. Very good, very good. Thank you, Sandrine, Wildflower, Meadow, Silly, for your daily clicks. March was super fast to you. Yeah, it's like, I feel like every week has gone by super fast, but then when I look back, it didn't feel like it was fast, but it's been feeling fast in the moment. You finished Sunrise on the Reaping last night. Oh, I hope you enjoyed it. I need to at some point read that. Oh, I don't know if you all saw on my Instagram, I started reading The Cruel Prince. I've been meaning to read it for years. So that's fun. Okay, here's my beautiful presentation. And I'm gonna go switch over my laundry really quick, and then we're gonna be back. And while I'm gone, in the chat, if you would like, you can tell me your favorite book you read this month or this year, or how many books you read this month. Whatever you want. Just some fun information for me to come back to. I'll be right back. I have returned. I'm back. Oh, I'm glad you liked Sunrise on the Reaping. Oh, I need to read it. I need to read it. I haven't read The Hunger Games in years. I haven't read the first prequel. So I feel like I need to get on that. Still getting through Heavenly Tyrant. What do you think so far? You didn't read that one either? Fair. The book Come For Me with Apples was so good. Ooh, good. You don't know why. You just watched the movie and moved on with Lucy Gray. Yeah, I liked the movie a lot. I did. I'll say that. I just wasn't really in a reading era, like when the book came out. And I haven't felt the need to revisit The Hunger Games until now. But shall we begin my March reading wrap up? Let's see. I think it's so cute. Oh, my face is in the way. Well, that's unfortunate. But look, I made a graph. Just because the story graph was too little. And I want it to be cute. So I'm just gonna move my face down to cover the least important graph, least important graph, which is print versus digital. Print 27%, digital 73%. That's what we got. Okay. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen Carly in too long. I don't even remember that song from it. The best book you read this month was Goddess Crown by Shade Lapite. That, I have not heard of that. That's interesting. So I read 11 books this month because I don't have a life. My favorite book that I read this month by far was The Spear Cuts Through Water. And then interestingly, I didn't expect Book Lovers and Ladies in Hating to be my highest rated for the month. 11. Yeah. Because I feel like there were some books I read this month that stuck with me more than these two. I feel like maybe, I mean, because they're rom-coms, it's easy to go easy on them. You know what I mean? But I feel like my highest rated, especially Book Lovers. I loved Ladies in Waiting. Like, Book Lovers was really good, but it just wasn't like, I I don't know if I'm gonna remember. I don't think I'm gonna like remember it in like 2 months. You know what I mean? Whereas the other two, I feel like I will remember. And some other books I read this month, I think I will remember. But I really liked it. I thought it was really well written. So 11 books. That's like a book per week. Would that be like 2 books per week? My average length to finish was 5 days, or time to finish was 5 days. Length was 375, and then I read 8 fantasy books, which means I read 3 non-fantasy books. Good for me. 7 LGBTQIA plus books, 6 romance, 3 young adult, and 2 historical. Thank you for the 18 months. Oh my gosh.
I hope
Jinx.
you're absolutely thriving mid-love. Also, Emily Henry is my fave author, so slay.
Hi, how are you doing? I really like Emily Henry. Book Lovers was my first book of hers. But I have another one of hers on hold from the library. So at some point in the next couple months, I'll get it and I'll read it. What a cool graphic. How did you do that? So I got all of the stats from Storygraph. This I got from Storygraph. This graph, I just pulled the data from Storygraph. And same with print versus digital, and like average length, I just like reformatted the information. But I really, really love Book Lovers, and it definitely made me cry, I think. Or close to it. And my average rating was 3.95. And I read 3,922 pages. How many pages is that per day? 3,922 divided by 31. 126.5 pages per day. Oh my goodness. That's wild. I have to do that as well. Maybe gamifying will help you read more again. It is. I really like tracking my reading. I think it's fun. Is this just March? Yeah, this is just March. This is just March. So far this year, let's see. I've read over 20. I've read over 20 books so far. I'm not sure how many. Oh geez, yeah. Because I'm gonna like, mostly when I have like free time to spend alone, I like just spend it reading. I don't really like watch. I don't watch as much YouTube and I try not to like scroll as much. Or like, and I'm not been playing games off stream. Maybe when you have less time sensitive crafting projects, you'll read more in your free time. Likely. That does seem likely. Also this month I wrote a short story, which was Slay. I can't show it to you yet because the contest has not been finished being judged yet. It probably won't for another couple months, but I'm excited to show it to you all. And it's kind of wild that like I wrote a short story this month, and also I still think I read more this month than I have the other months of this year. But I might have also just read shorter books, because I know at least one of the books I read was a novella. And I read a few rom-coms, which are also really easy to get through. Did I read the one you sent me? I don't know. Oh, no, I haven't. I have not read it yet. Me when I forgot. I was like, what did you send me? That's embarrassing. Ah! I need to read it. I'm gonna read it. Now, where are my... I want to see my stats. 2025. I have read 26 books so far this month. Average time to finish is 5 days. Wow. That's fun. This is fun. Sure forgets mod, not clickbait. I'm sorry! Okay, next is the books I read this month that I think you should read. I rate books mostly for me, and so all of these books, I'm just like, I don't feel like I want to share all of my ratings with you because, like I said, like these ratings are not even really indicative of necessarily of like the books I found the most impactful this month. Therefore, I'm just doing recommend. Like, what do I recommend? Allison, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. I appreciate it. Welcome back. How are you doing? Thank you for the sub. So, here are some books. Here are the books I read this month that you should read. The Spear Cuts Through Water, Iron Widow. This is also the order in which I read them. Spear Cuts Through Water, Iron Widow, Silver in the Wood, Ladies in Hating. This is not out yet, sorry. A Gentleman's Gentleman, Phoenix First Must Burn. This was our book club pick. Heavenly Tyrant, sequel to Iron Widow, and Book Lovers. Okay? You should read these. They're good. Okay, so let me just tell you about The Spear Cuts Through Water. This has become one of my favorite novels that I have ever read. You feel so special for having picked out a Phoenix First Must Burn? Yes, you should. So, Spear Cuts Through Water is a fantasy, like, epic, it feels like set in a... Daisy, thank you so much for the 213 sub. I appreciate it. It's set in like a fantasy setting that is inspired by the author's Filipino-American heritage. So it is a like fantasy setting inspired by the Philippines, I believe. And so the setting is in this place called the Old Country. And oh my god, this book is so good. Like I don't even know, like, it's so good. It's lyrical prose. If you like Madeline Miller, I would highly recommend this book. It leans kind of on the literary side. It's not a romance, but it is a love story. And don't worry, I wouldn't recommend it to you if actually I was gonna say I wouldn't recommend it if it was too sad. But that's a lie, because I would recommend the Song of Achilles. But you should read this. You should absolutely read this. I personally think it's like the romance isn't the main thing, but it is very poignant and important to the story, I think, and to the two main characters. It's just really good. It's really good. You should read it. One of the main characters is disabled, is an arm amputee. Thank you, Bagelcopter, for gifting the sub. What the heck, Birch Bunny? Thank you Birch Bunny, welcome in. And Daisy, again, thank you so much for the 213 sub with Prime. I hope all of you enjoy your Money Badge and your emotes. We are getting close to spinning the wheel. We are 500 bits, or I guess 750 bits, or 3 subs, or any combination therein of a wheel spin for our daily sub goal. So big thank you, and thank you for the hype train. I like this book it's so good. It's so good. You need to read this. You need to read this. It is written beautifully. I think that Simon Jimenez is like a master storyteller. I am so freaking excited to read his other novel. I have had it on hold at the library waiting for it to be available, like, since I finished this book. I was like, I need to read everything this guy has written. So I'm very excited to read his other novel, and I'm excited to see what else he publishes, because this book is so good. It's so good. It is one of my top 3 novels that I've read in my life, I think. So, you should read it. It's like 500 pages. Yeah, it's long. It is long. It took me like over a week to read, I think. But oh my gosh, it's lyrical. The prose is gorgeous. It takes a little bit to get into the plot. And I feel like the prose is on the like more difficult to read side of things I like reading. I definitely felt like I had to take my time reading it. It's not like a quick or an easy read, but it is really good. It's really good. I would absolutely recommend it. And I would recommend reading it and not listening to the audiobook, because there is a framing device, and just some of the like lyricism of it, I think is just better understood with like seeing it printed. It's like hard to explain, but I started with the audiobook like a few months ago and I couldn't get into it, and then I just started over and I read it and I love it. So you should read it. There is a frame story which is in second person, and then like the main story is in third person. It's really interesting. It's a really good book. Favorite book of the month. Also the first book I read this month. I can't believe I read it. I guess it was last month that I read it now. So good. So good. You love this book? Oh my god, did you read it? Did you read it? Did you finish it? I saw that you bought it. Did you finish it? Did it make you cry? It made me cry. I'll tell you which part I cried at. But except not on stream because I don't want to spoil it. Yes, a few weeks ago. Oh my god. I'm gonna talk to you in books later. Absolutely. But basically, two young men. Their ages weren't specified, but I imagine they're like between 17 and like 22. I don't think their ages are specified. I don't remember. Who basically have to shepherd a dying goddess across the country to overthrow a corrupt empire. It's so good. It's gorgeous. Oh my god. When there's a part in the book, I don't think this is a major spoiler. There's a part in the book, you know, when it's like, oh, they said the name of the thing. When like they say the title of the book. Chills on my arms. But I'm not going to give you any more context or details about that. Okay, next. Iron Widow and Heavenly Tyrant. These books, these were not in my highest rated. I haven't like settled on a rating for these. I would say they're very high, 3.75 to 4.25. They're like kind of in that middle ground. Just because like I really like the story. Like I think it's really fun. It is not subtle. It is like female rage and power fantasy. And so it is fun. Oh, the Jasmine Throne has been on my radar. I do want to read that. I feel like what holds these books back for me, first of all, Heavenly Tyrant, I think, has some pacing issues. And second of all, I don't know. I just like expected them to be, I didn't expect them to be so unsubtle. So at first I was like, this is wild. But once I got into it, so good. Like, you need to read it. You just have to like, just know going in, like, it's like YA power fantasy. And it's like so great and fun. And like also horrifying because they live in a very oppressive system against women. But it's really good. Iron Widow, the first book, is like super heavy, like epic battles, epic robot battles. It's a sci fantasy reimagining of the rise of China's first and only female emperor. And so it's like not historical. It's a complete reimagining, but the setting is like a futuristic reimagining of medieval China. And so first book is super fast paced. I like could not put it down. I finished it in like 2 days. Very fun. And then the second book is more like political intrigue, which I also really enjoyed. And there were still some epic robot battles, don't worry. And there's queer representation, poly relationship, slay. The cover is gorgeous, isn't it? Just make sure you check the content warnings for all of the books that I recommend. Always, please check the content warnings. yeah, but I really, really love these books. Next is a little novella I read. I read this in like one sitting. I really liked it. It's called Silver in the Wood. It's in a duology, and I'm still waiting on the second book in this duology to be available at the library so I can read it. But it's really good. It was nice, like 120 pages. It is also queer. It is like one of the men is like a warden of the forest kind of vibe. And you just should read it. It's fun. It's good. I feel like if you've read my short story, you can probably see some influence of this in it. This, and I feel like For the Wolf, which unfortunately I DNF'd, and also the Shepherd King duology. I was reading a lot of like cursed woodsy things when I wrote my short story. So this is really fun and I really like it. You should read it. And it's also like so short, so it's very easy to like sit down and read. It leans literary as well, I would say. And there is a romance, but it is like as slow burn as you can be in 120 pages, I would say. So I'm excited to read book 2. Now, oh my god, look how cute, look how cute this slide is. I made this slide super cute, and all of my other slides were like really boring and plain, and so I had to go back and add decoration to them because I was like, I need to spread the love. But I'm grouping these books together because I read them one after the other, and also they're both queer Regency rom-coms, and I just feel like to me they like just kind of go together. Like I read them both within like right one after another, and they like healed my soul. So, Ladies in Hating is an eARC that I got on NetGalley. So thank you to the publishers and to NetGalley for letting me read this book because it was so good. Hi, they call me Straw. How are you doing? Welcome in. So, Ladies in Hating, the main characters, I believe both of them are lesbians. I'm trying to remember. I don't think either of them show any attraction to men. And I love them. It was like a love letter to like queer literary history, and they're in the kind of like in the acknowledgments or something. I don't remember, maybe the author's note. The author wrote like each part of the story that was inspired by something in history, and it was amazing because I wouldn't have picked up on all of those references necessarily. But I knew that like they were there. And then once I read the author's note and I saw each thing like that was like from history, I was like, that's so cool. That's so cool. So it really is like a love letter to like queer history in the Regency era and Sapphic history and literature. You're a big reader and I didn't know I did reading streams. Yeah, it's rather new. I've started doing them in the last like month or 2 months. I guess it's been a couple months now. We have a little book club. We meet every month. I love gay people. Me too. So Ladies in Hating was amazing. The premise is, first of all, okay, wait, look at the dog. The dog's name is Sir Francis Bacon. So we've got Lady Georgiana and Catriona. It doesn't come out in Germany until September. No, yeah, it's not out yet. I think it doesn't come out until September. I'm not sure, August or September in the US. I think it might be September. It is tragic, but we're gonna keep hyping this until it is out because you need to read it. And I need to buy a physical copy when it comes out. First of all, cover is pink. So there is basically has been literally a decade of longing. And then they like meet again when they're both adults. And they are rival gothic authors. It's amazing. did I have a reading goal for this year, or am I more relaxed about it? So I had like a goal of 25 books that I want to read. I am being very relaxed about it though, because I'm like not really trying to force myself to read all of them. I told myself if I read 5 books from that goal, I would be happy. And I haven't set like an overall reading goal. Oh my God, this author wrote our love story, silly. I'm blushing. And actually, both of these books have a potentially haunted mansion. Neither of them are fantasy or paranormal. But like they have like a old house the characters at least firmly believe is haunted, and it is kind of differing clarity whether or not the house is actually haunted, which is so fun. So Ladies in Hating changed my life. This was the first historical romance I've read, maybe ever. And it healed my soul. And also these two are the first queer historical romances I've read, because I'm like always nervous about like queer historical romances, because I'm like, I don't want homophobia and transphobia and etc., what have you. And just all of the awful things that come in history. But I think that reading both of these books kind of reminded me we're in kind of a difficult time for a lot of oppressed groups. And it's easy to feel hopeless. And I have been feeling hopeless and powerless. But I feel like these two historical rom-coms have reminded me like just how like especially queer joy is resilient even in the face of like hostile like societies, and that it is still possible to be happy. And that is also an act of rebellion. So like, I just feel like I really needed these, and they healed my soul a little bit in that way, which is not to say like we don't need to fight. We obviously need to fight, but like, queer joy has always existed. And it isn't going away, even in the face of like danger. Like there's still hope, and we also need to fight to like make it so there's no danger. And then A Gentleman's Gentleman is the first trans romance that I've read, and I don't want to give any spoilers. This was a really quick read for me. I think I read it in like 24 hours. I loved it. I really, really liked it. Both of these were like pretty fluffy, with like feelings, but they weren't, neither of them were like super dark, which is good because they're rom-coms, which is like kind of the reason I was telling you I'm like scared of historical queer romance. But A Gentleman's Gentleman is really good. It is about a trans, is he like a duke or a lord? Nobility, who has like no family, and in order to retain his inheritance, he has to marry, but he doesn't want to because he is not attracted to women. And so this book is also like, he kind of like learns a lot of, I think, self-love, is like the main theme in, his gayness and transness. So it's really good. It's really good. Both these are spicy, by the way. These both are adult. I think this is adult, but it wasn't like explicit. Young adult, but again, it wasn't like explicit. But these are adult romances, and they're fun. I like them. Next is our book club book that we read this month. It is an anthology of 16 short stories. They're all centered on Black women or like gender nonconforming folks and Black girl magic. We had a super long discussion about this like a week or two ago. I really liked it. You should read it. I haven't given this one a rating at all either, just because like I don't want to rate an anthology because like I feel like even do you know what I mean? It's like hard to rate an anthology. So all I am going to say is please read it. There were oh my god, there were like so many stories in here that really stuck with me. And look at the cover as well. This is also YA. Still working on finishing this one, and it's really good. It is really good. It is really good. And the cover is just so gorgeous. Like, I'm mesmerized every time I look at it. Your goal for this year is 10. You read 10 books this past month and 25 altogether with a goal of 55. Nice! Yeah, I've read 26 books this year, and I don't have a goal. It'd be cool to get to 100 books, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. But it'd be cool though. But I just want to, I feel like my goal is just to consistently read throughout the whole year. And then this is the last book I read this month, which is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This one was also very like, wasn't like totally light. It was pretty light. I do think it made me cry. So, but it was good. I read it in a few days. I recommend it. It was just fun. It was good fun. A good fun romance about book people. As a mom, you have a goal of 25 books this year and you're only managing like 2 books a month. Hey, that's pretty much on track for 25 books. This is my first Emily Henry that I read. She is funny. She makes me laugh so often. I would be sitting with myself reading on my Kindle and I would just break out laughing. I have not read any of her other books, but I want to. Like, she's been on my radar. I'm not super into contemporary romance, or like contemporary settings / books in general. I'm very much a fantasy girly, so I've been sprinkling in contemporary here and there. And I plan to continue to like get through her catalog. She's so funny. I have so many highlights on my Kindle from Book Lovers where like she just like makes me laugh. She's hilarious. Like, her narration is so funny. And the tension was great. The tension between these two was great. And I just love books about books. Like, I love books about book people. It makes me happy. And then we have this book that I am currently... I checked it out from the library, so I can't just keep it forever. So I had to return it, because... I only got it for like 20 days or so. And so I have paused it. I don't know if I'm going to DNF it. I want to keep reading it, I think. I just wasn't, I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was bad at all. I don't know what I had just read, or why it wasn't clicking for me. I started to get into it. I think around the time I like decided to just pause, and I just didn't have time to pick it back up before it was due, unfortunately. So I plan to keep reading this. I have not marked it as DNF on Storygraph. I've marked it as paused. So hopefully I will come back to it at some point. So that's the plan. I feel like part of the reason I paused is because I stupidly read a review about it and it made me like nervous to get invested if I like ever read negative reviews about books, which is why you shouldn't read reviews about books, because every book has a negative review. And then here is my currently reading. For me, my Storygraph is private. I just use it to like track what I read, but I will keep sharing with you like what I read every month. But I just like to keep it private. I literally don't share it with anybody. Not even my friends have it. I just use it as a statistics tracker. But here is my currently reading. You don't even have it. I really like using it to just track my reading. I love some graphs. Yes. It's really nice that Storygraph lets me pause books, because I have some books that are paused and I'm like, I will come back to you at some point. Oh yeah, you don't have mine. Oh yeah, you don't have mine. Yeah, nobody, literally, I haven't shared it with anybody. Storygraph is amazing. I do have a Goodreads though that's public that I post reviews on sometimes, when I like actually write reviews. So I'm reading Mothers of Fate, which I also received a free copy of, a free ARC. But I feel like I'm kind of paused on it right now because I'm probably just gonna read the whole entire Cruel Prince before I get around to finishing this. And then the Cruel Prince, first of all, there's a beetle on the cover, which is exciting. Second of all, I already told you I want Carden to fall off a cliff. So I'm excited. I'm excited for them to get me on board. Word on the streets is there's some Among Us going on down tonight. There sure is. So this is everything. That's what I'm currently reading. I'm excited for the Cruel Prince. I really hope I like it. I'm enjoying it so far. But I feel like I'm still like not into really like the plot yet. You know what I mean? The Cruel Prince sounds interesting. It really is. He really is a cruel prince, I will say. Like how are they gonna kiss? I don't know. I'm excited though. You really want to read The Cruel Prince? Welcome back, Hannah. Welcome back. They call me Straw and Frezzo. Thank you for daily clicks. I appreciate it.